If you hear me preach on a regular basis, it's no secret to you that I am deeply in love with my wife, Britton. She and I have been best friends for approximately 27 years, and this June will celebrate 26 years of marriage. But by no means am I saying that our marriage has been perfect. We both have made many mistakes. But yes, those two things can be true at the same time. We've both made many mistakes, yet we're deeply in love. Ironically, it's through many of those valley times of our lives where we've grown closer together. The times of struggle or the times that required forgiveness, those are the times that we've learned the most. It's definitely not to say, though, that we want to revisit those difficult times, but the lessons we learned during those times have been formative and, frankly, invaluable. Britt and I were married at 18 and 19 years old. I mean, we were just kids when we got married. We feel like we've grown up together, or more precisely, we feel like we're still growing up together. I often say that apart from Christ, Britain is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And while that's true, we both admit that marriage has also been the most difficult thing that we've ever been a part of. Marriage is more difficult than parenting. Marriage is more difficult than pastoring. Maybe one reason why I say that marriage is so difficult is because the world, the flesh, and the devil are all trying to destroy Christ-centered marriages. I mean, prominent cultural figures in the world will portray that it's okay to have 13 different children with 4 or 5 different women. And the world's anti-fidelity, pro-promiscuity message is amplified through the megaphone of TV and movies and music and social media, romance novels, and more. It's all designed to attack the nuclear family. Not just the philosophies and ideologies of this world, but your flesh will tell you to be discontented with your spouse, as if the grass is greener on the other side. Such nonsense. Discontentment is the enemy of happiness when it comes to marriage. Your flesh tells you to pursue adventure outside of marriage or to follow your sense of fierce individualism. Not just the wicked world, not just your faltering flesh, but even the diabolical devil himself hates Christ-centered marriage. Remember, the devil's attack in the Garden of Eden was an attack on a married couple, and he's been attacking biblically defined marriages ever since. I'm saying the struggle is real. However, a Christ-centered marriage is totally worth it. Like, marriage done God's way can be a part of your sanctification if you let it. One individual pointed out that marriage is less about comfort and it's more about transformation. Because when both husband and wife are pursuing Christ-likeness, even in their frailty and in their failures, they're pursuing Christ-likeness. So when one is struggling, the other can lift them up. Your spouse can help you get through times when your mind just isn't right, like when you're overwhelmed mentally. They can be there for you to help sort those things out. They can be a source of stability in the midst of the vicissitudes of life. They can help you be strong when you're feeling weak. Seriously, your spouse can be a source of transformation and growth in your life. When my wife Britton gives her testimony, she tells people that I helped disciple her in our Christian faith. But in lots of ways, I must say that she has discipled me as well. Sure, there is comfort to be had in marriage, but there can also be a gradual transformation towards Christ-likeness, and therefore it's a transformation for the better. Marriage is an opportunity for you to grow as an individual, but also for you to grow as a couple. A few months back, Britton and I, we sat down for about an hour and we discussed marriage on a Strength for Life podcast. And we were very candid about many of our struggles, and we discussed specifics about our successes. So if you feel like your marriage is under attack and you're looking for help, there's going to be a link to that full podcast in the description of this video. I encourage you to watch that podcast. It's full of Bible-based answers. Bible-based answers. And so that means it's full of God's answers for a struggling marriage. And nobody knows better than God knows how to help fix a struggling marriage. He's the creator of the gift of marriage. And I would like to hear from you. And so if you would, comment below and let us know how old you were maybe when you and your spouse got married. Or would you tell us your love story in the comment section? If our society is ever going to be great again, we must endeavor to strengthen marriages and strengthen families and strengthen churches, all for God's glory. These are the things that Strength for Life is committed to. Christ-centered marriages are among the basic building blocks of a strong and great society. And so for that reason, don't forget to share this video with others, and please give this video a thumbs up for the sake of the algorithm, okay? I'm James Johnson with Strength for Life here in Pensacola. Thanks so much for watching, and may God richly bless you.